Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. For my other videos, kindly refer to the links given in the description below. In this video, I am going to explain how to typeset theorems and theorem-like environments in LaTeX. Let us now take up the Technic Center editor. We start with the package blind text. On compilation, we get this as the output. Now, we would like to typeset theorems. Let us say we give a theorem like this in an environment THM. In a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse, etc. On compilation, there will be two errors saying that the environment THM is undefined. Therefore, we will say new theorem is, I will type THM, but in the output I would like to have theorem. I compile, I get this as the output. Notice that the word theorem is appearing in bold and number 1 is supplied by LaTeX automatically. Now, suppose you remember this statement is due to the famous mathematician Pythagoras. Then you can add this here. Remember, just because this word appears in parenthesis in the output, you should not put here parenthesis here. Then this word Pythagoras will appear in the same font as the rest of the theorem. Therefore, remember to use Pythagoras within square brackets. Now, similarly, let us say you have a reference. You like to add a reference here, and the bib label is this. Then you can also give the bib label here, site on the first compilation, you will get a question mark. Compile it again, you will get the reference here appearing as 1. Now, similarly, you can have other environments, namely, let us say corollary. Again, you have to say this is what we are going to type. In the output, it will appear as corollary. Now, you find the number 1 is used for theorem as well as for corollary. Let us say this appears in the first section of the document. Let us say the section title is Introduction. Even then, you will find here theorem 1 here, corollary 1 here. If you are interested to produce the output section wise, you can give section within the square brackets after theorem. You will find theorem 1.1, this 1 point referring to the first section. If it appears in the third section, the same will appear as 3.1. Again, for corollary also, if you want section wise, you can have it. However, if you are going to be confused with 1.1 assigned both for theorem and corollary and would like to use the same counter for theorem and corollary, what you can do is, here in between these two curly braces, you can give the theorem counter, THM counter. Then theorem 1.1, next one will be, even though this is a first corollary, in this section it will appear as a continuation of the counter for theorem. It will appear as corollary 1.2, etc. Similarly, suppose you have remark. Again, here we have to say remark and then remark. And also, let us say we have got definition. For definition, I am going to type as DFN, and then in the output it will appear as definition. Here we have definition, and you will find the counter is continued here 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. However, this is not appealing to many mathematicians. The reason is the body of theorem environment, corollary environment, etc. are similar. All of them appear in italics. They would like to use different body fonts for theorem, definition, remark, etc. In that case, you have to use a package AMS THM. With this, we can say theorem style is plain for theorem and corollary. For remark, you can say theorem style is remark. And for definition, you can say theorem style is definition. Then you will find for theorem and corollary, theorem and corollary come under theorem style plain, therefore their styles will be the same. For definition, this comes under definition style, therefore body font of definition will be in Roman font. Then for remark, you notice that this is not appearing in bold. Automatically, by the mere look at the output, you can say this is theorem, this is corollary, definition, remark, etc. Again, suppose we would like to have a proof. Usually, theorem or corollary, etc. will be followed by proof. Then you will find this is the proof of theorem, question mark, compile it again, you will get it all right. Because we have not given the label for theorem, we can give a label for theorem as THM1. Okay. Compile it twice, you will get it all right. Now, you find there is automatically appearing a box here. This is called QED symbol. This shows that this is the end of the proof. If you do not want to have such a symbol, all you can do is say renew command QED, then empty curly braces, then that box will disappear. Suppose you say you would like to have a black square as a QED symbol, not QED. QED symbol is black square. Then you have to use here AMS fonts. AMS sim. Then the empty box is now replaced by the black square. Proof environment has got an option. You can say some funny statement. Then instead of proof, what you are given within the square brackets will appear here. However, a more useful thing will be proof of then instead of proof, now we have proof of theorem 1.1. This will be useful if you are going to relegate or give at the end of your document all the proofs together. In the body of the document, you may give theorem, corollary, etc. and then relegate all the proofs to the end of the document. Then this will be useful. Within square brackets, option brackets, you can say proof of theorem this. This will be useful. Now, a more detailed coding is available with the AMS theorem package. This has got 9 options. Within the first curly braces, you give the new theorem style, and then what is the space above this environment, the space below this environment, what is the shape of the body font. If you leave it empty, the default will be taken. Similarly, indent amount, theorem head font, and then punctuation after theorem head, whether you like to have colon, etc. And then space after theorem head, you can say 0.5 m. Theorem head spec can be left empty, meaning normal. Then you can say this one, instead of remark, you say Kali. Then new theorem style is Kali, etc. Then you find here after 1.4 you have a colon. Let us say instead of italic shape you say simply BF. Then remark will also appear in bold font, and here you have colon. Similarly, you can always change other values. To show the difference, let me put blind text here and after this. Then normally you have this remark. Now you change this value. We are not going to use that much high value, but just for the purpose of explanation, I put 30 points. You will notice that the space before the environment increases. Similarly, if you increase the space below the environment, that can be seen. Body font can be small caps. You will find body font completely changes, and then instead of this, if you want to change this space, after remark 1.4 colon, if you want to change this to, let us say, new line, then this remark body will appear in the next line and so on. But in normal cases, you are not going to use it. Usually, journal will supply you these details. You follow those details. You need not define like this. But there is a possibility. I just wanted to show you that there is this possibility. Then, there is one special case. In the case of proof, let us say, here we have an equation. Let us say equation 1, a square equal to b square plus c square. Then you find equation number 1 is appearing all right, but this end of proof is appearing in the next line. This causes a problem in many cases. With the AMS theorem package, you have this option, QED here. Then you will find end of proof symbol, QED symbol, goes to the same line as that of the equation. If this is an unnumbered equation, let us say like this, then you will find this is right aligned as such. With this, we complete our discussion on theorems and theorem-like environments in LaTeX. Thank you for watching. We shall continue in the other video.